Welcome in, everybody, to another live of the Yankees Den podcast. I am your host, joined by my co host, Jimmy. First thing, Giannis traded to the Heat, not the Celtics. Is traded and going to Miami Heat. The Bucks got a great haul, but we just wanted to say that real quick before we jump in. I don't know if we have NBA fans that watch, but he went to the Heat. Jimmy, just a quick brief. What do you think?
Oh, you were glitching out on me. Are you still
Oh,
there?
yeah, I'm here. I just said, what do
Okay.
you think about the
Well, here's
Giannis?
what I gotta say. Holy shit. Holy blockbuster trade. I mean, it feels like all these like blockbuster moves and shit like that. Like it happens late at night. Like John Harbaugh became the Giants head coach like at 11:55 at night. I got the tweet from Adam Schefter, and there you go. But man, Giannis is in Miami, wow. Damn. That's a crazy thing. I'm very like it's crazy. I love you too, and this is just this is crazy. We literally get on the call. We're preparing our notes, and then I'm like, oh my god, breaking news! Giannis is going to Miami. But that's a really good move for both sides, and thank God he's not in Boston because Boston sports are down in the dumps right now. I mean, they just lost in the ninth inning to the Colorado Rockies. So,
And who did
and the
that?
road and the
The
oldest
oldest
champion
Chapman.
blew it. Yeah, yeah. So there's stuff about Giannis, but we got a lot to talk about tonight because this Yankee team is just pissing me off again, and I don't like it. We
Yep.
gotta win. All right, continue.
Listen, everyone. This is gonna be the first live that you are seeing Mad Jimmy Tom Riddle come out. You are gonna see Jimmy crash out tonight, and I'm just warning you, it's gonna be fun. I hear it all the time when they lose. You guys are gonna hear it. They've gone on a bad stretch, so Jimmy is gonna give you some fun onto his crash outs, right, Jimmy? It's gonna be
Yeah,
great.
well,
You're gonna be
this
the
isn't.
Yankee Den podcast, Frank the Tank. All right.
Well, not like that, but I mean, it's just like they've lost three of their last four games, and they've just been so bad with runners in scoring position. We'll talk about that. The offense has gone ice cold. Gerrit Cole did not have a good night tonight. It's just been very bad, and well, thankfully, I get did the Rays lose tonight yet? Yeah, the
Yeah,
Rays
they
lost
lost.
today. They lost to the shitty Royals. I can't believe it. The Yankees got to stack up on these games. They got to win because now the division lead is down to two. But let's start winning. But all right, you could take it away with the game recap of the Yankees 5-3 loss against the Tigers. Continue.
Terrible. Terrible loss tonight. The Yankees offense has gotten cold. Let's jump into the recap and then we'll jump into our notes that we have for tonight. So we got first Gerrit Cole goes 4 1/3 innings pitched, allowing 9 hits, 5 runs, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. Jimmy, what is so funny over there, kid? The Yankees just lost and they're terrible right now. And you're
Because
laughing
I
at me.
just give up, bro. I just give up with this shit, man.
Are you sure that's what's going on, Jimmy? I think I might know what happened.
It's just like it's getting ridiculous how the Yankees just keep losing. I hate it.
I know that's not
You
it.
just
I
gotta
don't think
and
that's
you
it,
gotta
Jimmy.
and I think you gotta laugh that Anthony Volpe is still your shortstop and Jose Caballero's in left field. I mean, it's just laughable. I can't stand it, bro. I can't stand it. But get started. All right, continue. I'm not gonna laugh. I'm gonna put a
Don't
brown
laugh, Jimmy.
bag over my
I
head.
I like how we I like how we can have some fun on here with the Yankees atrocious loss. Because then if someone watches right now and then they like skip to halfway through the live, they're gonna see a serious and we were just joking. But
Yeah,
now let's
yeah,
get
I have
into
my serious
it.
face. Continue. All right, let's go.
4 1/3 innings pitched by Gerrit Cole, 9 hits, 5 runs, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts from him. Did not look sharp. We're going to talk about that. We'll bring that up next. He did not look sharp. Blackburn and Yarbrough come in, don't surrender any more runs. Going to the offense, the Yankees again, the third straight game, they start the scoring off 1-0. Ali Sanchez continues to produce in a short stint with the Yankees since being called up. He has an RBI double, scoring Caballero from second base. Caballero got on first base, stole second base, and scores on that double from Ali Sanchez. Kevin McGonigal drives in Zach McKinstry, who had a triple to start it off in the third inning to make it 1-1. Then Spencer Torkelson comes up with 2 on and 2 out and has an RBI single. Gerrit Cole could not get out of the inning with 2 outs, makes it 2-1. Cole Keith then continues the inning, drives in another 2 out run off Cole, making it 3-1 after the third. Kevin McGonigal again in the fourth inning gets an RBI double with a wild throw that advances him to third. It is 4-1 in the fourth. Riley Green takes Cole deep in the fifth inning. 5-1 Tigers. That will be all they score in the fifth inning. Rosario in the seventh makes some noise, some loud contact with 2 outs, a 2-run home run from him brings the score to 5-3 in the seventh. The Yankees don't fight back anymore as they lose this one from a score of 5-3. The Yankees are 46-31, 2 games ahead in the AL East. They lose on a not great game. The offense is cold. They don't score. They don't get runners in scoring position. They don't score, and when they do, the pitching didn't do great. Well, Yarbrough and Blackburn really didn't do anything. It was more of just Cole. And our topic with all of this, Jimmy, that I would like you to respond to after the recap I just gave you. Cole did not look great. Yes, he has looked pretty good from since coming back from Tommy John, and Tommy John is a huge injury to come back from. And the last thing to come back from a starter, it's experiencing that injury, is their command. Now we've seen his command in his bad starts. He's had 3 bad starts, I think, out of all of his starts so far. And what
I
was the
think
main?
too.
Okay, what was the main issue? It was command. So command's gonna come back.
Too
It
much
it is,
nibbling.
yes, but his command wasn't there. He hung something to Riley Green when he hit the home run. Not good. Jimmy, give me your thoughts on this offense and Gerrit Cole tonight. Take it away.
Well, my thoughts are this: they keep losing, and I'm not happy at all. Um, Listen, the Yankees' offense the last 3 games with runners in scoring position is, let me do my math right. They are 1 for 27 in their last 3 games with runners in scoring position.
We're gonna get into that, Sal. We will get into that. We're gonna get into that, Jimmy, and that's gonna be fun because I can't wait to see your reaction. But go ahead with what you were saying.
I really don't want to react to that because I mean it's just like what are we doing there? But the Yankees are. Let's get back on topic.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Yankees are 1 for 27 in their last 3 games with runners in scoring position. That's a fucking problem. Where the hell has this Yankees offense been? I knew this wasn't sustainable. I knew this wasn't sustainable. It's ridiculous that people thought, oh, this offense is still going to be great. It's going to be okay. It's not going to be great. You're down Giancarlo Stanton, Aaron Judge, and Trent Grisham. And you have Anthony Volpe and Austin Wells in your lineup. Well, Wells wasn't in the lineup today, but you get what I mean. Your offense is going to suck for a little bit. It is. But 1 for 27, what your last 3 games at runners in scoring position, that's an issue. That is as concerning as it gets. Um, let's talk about Cole. Wasn't good. He wasn't good. I mean, his strikeout stuff isn't quite there yet. And, I mean, I think a lot, this is the thing here. People needed to, if any Yankees fans thought Gerrit Cole was going to come back from major Tommy John surgery, it's major surgery. You basically got to build yourself back up to like throwing a baseball again. Anyone thought that Gerrit Cole was going to come back and What is it? He's thrown 32 and a third innings. I'm looking at right now. People thought he's going to have 32 and a third scoreless inning streak. Then I don't know what to tell you. There's going to be good and bad nights with pitchers. You see it with Schlittler. You see it with Skeens. It just it happens. But am I concerned with his command? Yeah, of course I am. But he wasn't. He's not going to pitch like an ace. He's going to be a good two or three. And who cares? Because you got Schlittler and Fried. Well, Fried's going to come back. And they should add Tarek Skubal. We will talk about that. I am tired of prospect hugging and not giving up, you know, those top guys. This is the thing here. We're going to get off topic for a minute. I think I just lost my AirPods case. Oh, no, it's in my pocket. Anyway, you know, the Yankees have let Justin Verlander, they had a chance to get Verlander and Greinke at the deadlines, and they didn't. And they had a chance to get Gerrit Cole at one point. They didn't get they didn't get three of them. They didn't get all three of them. They got Gerrit Cole when he was a free agent. And guess what? That
After the
costed the Yankees a
2019
ring.
season. Yeah.
That costed the Yankees a ring because they didn't want to give up prospects. Enough is enough, but we're going to talk about Scoble later. But I just, this was just an ugly game. I mean, the defense was atrocious. Volpe, can't field another ground ball. Shocker right there. And you got
It's ridiculous.
and you got Caballero in left field. Does that make any sense to you, Lorenzo?
No, no, Jimmy, it does not. You have him at his weakest position. Why not put him at his strongest spot? Make Volpe move, not Caballero. I don't understand, Jimmy. I really don't. It's frustrating. It really is frustrating to watch that.
It's embarrassing, and that's what it is. It's embarrassing that they continue to play Anthony Volpe. I'm
Yep, it is.
sorry, it is.
And I saw a comment on the video yesterday on the live, and shout out to Healing Men's Hearts. He was saying
Oh,
that the
mm-hmm.
reality is Volpe is gonna be the starter every day, and it's sad to say, but he might be
It's
right.
gonna
When
happen.
everyone's healthy, he's gonna be the starter every day. Cabby's gonna be on your bench, and it's gonna be blasphemous. And listen, we said this is the deepest team. Yes, it is a deep team. I still think that. But yesterday, what did I tell you guys? I said there's a difference between the deepest team and the greatest team or the best team. You know what I mean? There's a big difference. It is a deep team, but it's not the best team maybe in the MLB. It's the best team in the AL. I still believe that wholeheartedly, and I still think it could compete with Dodgers and Braves. But is it at that threshold? Is it like a clear cut view that they could hang with them and beat them? Maybe not. But I still think they're fine. You knew a cold streak was gonna happen. I'm not gonna
Yes, and I
backtrack.
said that today in
Yeah,
my story.
yeah. I'm not gonna
Look at
backtrack
the
or
arms they're
retreat.
facing.
Yeah, but listen, this is what they need to do. They need to face these arms and prove that they can beat them because I'm not going to backtrack on what I was saying. I still think this is a really good club. I believe in them. They're going to go on a cold streak. They're going to look terrible. They're going to make you lose your hair. They're going to make you get gray hair. They're going to show you things and you're going to be like, "Nah, this team sucks. It was a fluke." No. Judging all of
It's
them are
not a
injured,
fluke.
but they're still a good team. They still have good players. And the reality of it is when those players come back, like Judge Stan and all of them, they're going to be even better. So we just got to deal with it for right now, stay afloat until those players come back. So far, we've done a good job. They've hit a little bit of a rough patch. If they do for the next coming weeks, it is what it is. Hopefully, they can stay afloat and stay in first place a little bit and have a little bit of a lead, 2-3 game lead when those guys come back. And hope the Rays keep losing and Blue Jays keep losing, after that. But I'm not going to backtrack. I still stand on what I say. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. One thing we do not do on the show is we'll say something, and then if something happens, we'll just abandon ship and not talk about why we abandoned ship, or never admitting that we were wrong. Because that's what we do on the show. We'll admit when we're wrong. And if we are wrong at the end of the season and they break our hearts in the postseason, we'll admit that we were wrong. We will. But right now, we got to see if this team could fight back and do what they've done all season and limit the cold stretches. But Gerrit Cole did not look sharp. It's tough,
Nope.
and Yankee fans shouldn't. This is the tough thing, Jimmy. This is the tough thing, and the reality of it. You could not, and it sucked that Freed got injured when Cole came back because that put so much more pressure on Gerrit Cole. You cannot put so much pressure on him and think he's going to be Jesus Christ when he steps onto the baseball field again. He's still a quality starter, but he's getting older. He's rehabbing and building back up from Tommy John, a major injury at his age, but he's still going to be good. We need Freed back. We'll be fine. Cam
You
Schlittler's going to
gotta
hold it
get
down.
healthy, man.
Yep. But we still have, I think, the best, you're right, starting pitching in the league, if I'm not mistaken, or like, I don't know, 11th or something like what is it? Jimmy, take it away. I'm going to pull up that stat right now.
What stat are you pulling up?
The Yankees ERA, starting pitching ERA.
I would say it's all right. I mean, yeah, just getting back to my game recap, and you know, Ali Sanchez is hitting well. Um, let's see, he's hitting 316, pulling it up right now. 316, and this is how
Yeah,
many
the
games has
Yankees
he
are
put?
first in ERA with starting pitchers. They're 3.35. The Braves are second and the Dodgers are in fourth.
Wait a minute. Say that again. Where are the Yankees ranked?
First,
What's the number they have? What's their ERA?
3.35.
Add Tarek Skubal, and it's going down.
Be like that.
um, yeah, I mean, in 19 at bats this year, Ali Sanchez is 6 for 19. He's hitting 316, and he, he is he's been hitting well. I mean, good to see Ahmed Rosario hit a home run, but it was like, what did they say? Chris Paul cuts the lead to 42 because the
Well,
Yankees were down.
I mean, it was 5-3. He cut the lead to 5-3. It was a close game, but the
Yeah,
Yankees just
but
looked flat.
they look flat offensive. They've looked flat offensively for a couple games now. Ever since that last White Sox game, it's
Hmm.
been it's been a shit show. It's been unwatchable. But we still watch the games because we want to win and we want to recap and bring
And
you some
we're
elite
diehard
content.
fans. I don't care
Yeah,
if the
of
Yankees are
course.
in last place. I'll watch every game.
Yeah, well, I mean, I do work 5 days a week, 5 days this week. So, but I mean, I was watching it, some of it tonight because, the weather was so awful outside. And I couldn't watch it because, Cole was getting lit up. This Kevin McGonigal guy is really good,
He is very
I
good.
must say. And the Tigers have had a good month of June. They've done well, but they're 10 games below 500. It's just like, it was a tough loss, but it's just like this is going to be a really stressful road trip. You get two more against the Tigers, and you're facing Schoolbowl on Wednesday. Then you're going to Fenway for four in Boston. That won't be easy. And then you come back home and you face the Tigers again. You're gonna have to see Schoolbowl. I think it's Monday. I think they face them Monday, but we can't look too far ahead. But I'm just throwing out the schedule. And then you got three against Minnesota. And then I think that's their final homestand before the Major League Baseball All Star break. Um, and they have to stay afloat and just put put up better at bats, man. Yeah, I mean, these at bats that I'm watching, especially Jazz's, and you know, I mean, Volpe went 2 for 4 today, but his stats are so misleading. It's just bad, and I don't know.
Listen, and as much as Volpe's been
It's just,
hitting,
I mean, they struck out 12 times tonight.
and
12
as
friggin'
much
times.
and Jimmy, I don't care as much as Volpe's been hitting because it's not that. It's the presence itself of Volpe in the lineup and on the field itself. Like someone's presence and cadence of them could do so much for a team. That's why when we saw Cabby at shortstop, the team morale was so high. When we were seeing Rosario play more, the team morale was so high.
That's
And the
right.
vibes
Yeah.
were positive, right? We've seen Rosario get less playing time. I don't know why that is. I like McMahon, but I think they should be splitting playing time because Rosario was hot and he
You
was hitting.
love McMahon, not like him.
Jimmy, I wish I could meet McMahon. I wish we're going to start something on this show. We're going to start a petition. Everyone out there, tell Ryan McMahon, Yankees Den podcast to hop on. We will get, and we're going to summon it, Jimmy. We're going to get Ryan McMahon on this podcast, okay? Whether he's a Yankee, he's on a different team, on the Mets, on the Dodgers, wherever he lands, we will get him on this podcast one way or another, Jimmy, all right? And we're going to keep shouting him out till he hears about us. He will. We'll get him on there. That's how much I love Ryan McMahon. But I do think Rosario needs to play because he is a good player and he's electric, especially with the guys out that are big names like Judge, Stanton, Freed. Grisham's not that big of a name, but he was hitting before he got injured, and
No, he was hitting. You
I was
need him.
being wrong about him. But
I'm tired of seeing Jason Dominguez attempt to field a
I mean,
flyout.
yeah,
I
but
mean, his defense absolutely stinks. It's
I just
terrible.
love his offense, and that's why I think Stanton's clogging up that DH because he would be the perfect DH, switch hitting DHer with speed and athleticism, and
No,
you could plug him into the outfield. I mean, listen, Juan Soto's defense sucks too, and he's a great hitter. So Jason
yeah,
Dominguez
but
just has to
we can't compare this
hit
guy to
that.
Juan Soto. That's
No,
the
but he's
thing.
just got to be able to hit a little bit, and he has been. If he could hit like 260, 800 OPS, 20 to 30 homers, and 80 RBIs, I'll be perfectly fine with that. And if he botches a ball or two every now and again, well, then so be it. But you put yourself in a bad hole losing tonight because now, even if you win tomorrow, in the rubber game, you have to face Skubal. So you put yourself in a bad hole just like you did
Good
against the
luck.
Reds. Just like you did against the Reds in game 2, you lost tying it 1-1, having to go to the rubber game to face Chase Burns. Not a good look. And if you're the Yankees, you don't want to lose 2 straight series versus teams below 500. You do not want to do that. You want to capitalize on these opportunities. And the Tigers are not good this year and haven't been good this year. You said they're having a good June. I really don't care because they haven't been good all year. And of course, they face the Yankees and they put up 5 runs their offense. They have good young players. They have Torque. They have McGonigal. They have good guys. They do. But Framber has sucked, and we usually hit him. And he sucked this year. He had a 4.14 ERA, and now it's below 4. We got to capitalize on that. And Goldie did his job. He got 2 hits. The guys are doing their jobs, but this is what we're talking about is when Ben Rice isn't going to step up every night. Jazz Chisholm needs to take the freaking lollipop out of his mouth. I don't know what he's sucking on in the field. What the heck he's doing sucking on a lollipop?
Why did the Yankees allow that? That's
Let's just
pathetic.
transition into our next. Jazz, why is he sucking on that lollipop? I hated that so much. That is such a terrible look. That's such a slouchy look. And we went, and I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to bring up a comment from Rocky S. He says, Volpe needs to go back to Del Barton, but I'm going to bring up this. First, it's the beard policy getting lifted. Now we got guys sucking on lollipops on the field. what happened? We brought in Devin Williams, who sucked. We should have never changed no policy for Devin Williams. 1 year of him for him to suck. I don't care in hindsight if you thought he was gonna be good. You shouldn't change your beard policy for nobody. That's what makes you the New York Yankees. You're unique. I don't care. I don't give a
I
rip
don't care about this
if
beard
big time
policy.
players. You really don't. I don't care if big time players don't
No,
want to shave
I
their
care
beards
about winning.
or whatever. The heck with it. I like tradition and I wanted them to keep their beard policy. I like this because it keeps guys in check and it doesn't get guys out of control like you see on some of these teams like Brandon Marsh. He looks ridiculous. I would never want him to look like that and put on the Yankees uniform. I don't care how good he performs. Jazz Chisholm needs to stop playing like he's Barry Bonds Jr. and go into the field like he's Jazz Chisholm Jr. batting 220 and can't even hit a lick with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, and speaking of Jazz, he's hitting 176 in his last 15, and his approach at the plate is just it's fucking bad. It's it's just he just swings for the fences. It's just bad. It's like why do we need this guy on the team? And now there's a reason why Brian Cashman reportedly shopped him this winter. I mean, the whole lollipop thing was just I don't know what it was a lollipop. Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was a blow
Or
pop, a
well,
lollipop,
yeah,
same shit.
same shit or whatever it is. That's what he's a lazy baseball player. You tell me, I argued with this one Yankee fan that I know, and he's like, "Oh, we don't need a rise. Why? Luis Ariza's defense has been better this year, but Luis Ariza is what this team is really missing. True leadoff guy, contact hitter, extremely high batting average. Batting average matters. Batting average matters. And meanwhile, like if Luis Ariz would just be the perfect fit for the Yankees, but they're
A
trotting
phenomenal
out
fit.
Jazz. What happened?
He would be a phenomenal fit, Jimmy.
Okay, I thought you disagreed. I was like, dude,
Oh
are you
no,
on drugs?
absolutely not. I love batting average way more than whatever they
More
call
than
today.
the geeks, the analytical nerds and
Yeah,
geeks that are
I hate it
running
so much.
and ruining baseball. What the analytical geeks told Aaron Boone, oh, bring in Nestor, who hasn't pitched in 5 weeks, for bring him in to face all these
Game one of
lefties
the
instead
World
of Tim
Series, only
Hill.
the biggest moment you had since 2009.
Attaboy. These analytics people are just they're mind boggling. It's just ridiculous. I mean, listen, I think the Yankees should look to trade Jazz. They should. He's in his contract year. Well, I hope Gary Sanchez don't come back. Anyway,
Listen,
getting
Gary,
back, I listen.
we loved you when you were 2019.
Yeah, of course. Getting back to what's it called?
We love
Luis
that, Jimmy.
Ariz.
You tired? Did you have work today?
Yeah, I had work today. Dude, I'm always tired, but no, we're staying on the live a lot. So my apologies for yawning. But getting back to Luis Ariz, guy, he's hitting 320. On base percentage is .357. 30 RBIs. He's only got 3 home runs. I don't
I
care.
don't care.
I don't care. This guy is such a good fit for this team. When healthy, you have Arise, Judge, Rice, Bellinger, Stanton, Grisham. Good luck.
McMahon.
Oh, stop it. Stop with that shit.
McMahon. I don't know why you're doubting McMahon. McMahon, I would want him up in game 7 of the World Series, bases loaded in the ninth
Ah,
inning.
you trying to friggin' rage bait me. If it's anybody in this lineup, it's Game 7 of the World Series. They're down to their final out.
It's Ryan
Who do
McMahon.
you? No, stop it. Who do you want to tie the game?
Ryan McMahon.
My
You
answer,
just
you
wait.
know,
Hold on. That's a different question. You asked who would I want to tie the game. I would love for Ryan McMahon to tie the game.
okay, okay. Well, so would I. But who would,
Who would
who
I
would,
want up?
like, in all seriousness,
Anthony Volpe.
I'm about to leave this friggin'
No, no,
live.
no. Probably, if I'm being honest with you, out of everyone on this team, even fully healthy, it's Cody Bellinger.
Wow. You know, yeah, I like that. But you know, my answer is,
Ben Royce.
yeah, Ben Rice. Ben Rice. They call him, what's it called? Benny Biceps or
Yep.
Benny Barrels or whatever that's called.
They call him
But
everything in the books.
getting back to like the whole Jazz thing, I've never seen a player do that. I've also never seen a manager chew more gum than Aaron Boone does. Aaron Boone chews so much gum, it's crazy.
He's chewing away all his terrible decisions.
Well, you better keep chilling. Been what? How long is he? How long has he been the Yankee manager for? Like,
8, 9 years, I think.
wow.
Yep. He's
So,
been the manager a
so,
lot and sucked a lot.
so he's been the manager. How old was I 9 years ago? I'm 21 now. Been the manager since I've been 12 years old.
Wow, Jimmy. You're unk, bro.
Yeah, like Goldschmidt. Um, but like the whole Jazz thing is just it's an embarrassing look for the organization. He's a lazy player. I mean, who's gonna want that next year?
Nobody.
He's a
That's why
free
he might
agent.
not even be tradable. Because Jimmy, I'm saying this right now. Jazz Chisholm is a lazy bum. He is a piece of garbage you pick
Strong
up.
words.
He is a
Okay.
piece of garbage you pick up on the street. I don't want him and his attitude playing for the New York Yankees. I love his this is what I'm going to say good about him. I love his flashiness. I love the energy he brings. Sometimes makes great defense, has great plays, makes great plays, right? But other times, more likely than not, he's making you want to pull your hair out. He's going out on the and this put me over the edge because I did not feel like this. But when you and this goes for any player. If Jose Caballero went out on the field and was sucking on a lollipop, I'd put him in the garbage too. Any player who
It's
thinks that they
inexcusable.
should go out on the field, especially for the New York Yankees, when you're batting 220 and you strike out all the time trying to sell out for home runs. If you think, and this is getting me pissed off, Jimmy, this is the most pissed off I've been in a while of this Yankee team, and I don't usually crash out, but I don't give a rip. We're shredding everyone into shreds. I don't care anymore. I don't. I love this team too much to let things slide or just throw it aside because we need to talk about it and no other podcast does it and say what they truly feel. I'm going to say what I truly feel. I want Jazz nowhere near this team. Every day he plays for this team, I will and the more and more the games go on and he's out there, the more I see it as a whole like catcher. I don't want him playing there for October or anything. I use strong words, Jimmy, but I don't care. It really aggravated me. How are you going to go out there, the second baseman of the New York Yankees, and maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe he's not a piece of garbage. Pick him off the trash. I was overreacting, right? But I'm trying to make a point. You can't go out on the field for the New York Yankees, the biggest franchise in MLB, and
27-time World Series champion Yankees.
and
But
go out
yes,
there with sucking on a lollipop, thinking it's acceptable, and you're garbage. Maybe not garbage, but you're not great. You're all right. You're good. You're not a 300 million, $400 million player like you say you're gonna get or you want. You're nowhere close to that. You're a 15 to 20 million a year type of player. He I It irked me the wrong way today, Jimmy. It makes you look so lazy. Like some of the plays, he's so lazy. He acts like he doesn't care. He just cares about his stats. He's a me guy. He runs out of there with the lollipop.
And strikes out 28% of the friggin' time.
The lollipop threw me over the edge. Get Jazz off the team. The lollipop should not be happening. It's and he doesn't even wear his hat the right way. It's disrespectful to the organization to do that. It really is. And to be honest, what I was thinking about it, he's gonna have that lollipop. So what? He's not gonna make his a full attempt on a play. What if he has to dive? He's not gonna dive because he's sucking on a lollipop. If if a ball would have got hit to him and he made an error sucking on a lollipop, oh my god, Jimmy, I would have eaten him alive. It's inexcusable. It really is. And when your team is getting cold and your offense is slowing down and you can't and you haven't done anything, but when Benny biceps, Ben Rice isn't hitting, and we need guys to step up. And you're who's supposed to step up in big moments is what you say. You like that, right? You like
Yeah, I
when
like the big moments.
he likes the big moments. He
I
likes the
want to go
bright lights.
50 for 50.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So start
bullshit.
sucking on a lollipop and go up there and hit a home run to tie the game. No, I don't think so, Jazz. You're not doing that. You're going up there trying to hit a home run and you're swinging and missing. So go back, sit in the dugout, rethink what you just did, and it was unacceptable. If I was Aaron Boone and the manager of the New York Yankees tonight, I would pencil in, I would write in for the next week, Jazz Chisholm is on the bench. He would not be playing a single game.
But it wouldn't happen because
It wouldn't happen. Accountability.
there's no accountability whatsoever. No accountability at all. And they think it's okay. They think it's okay that this guy is eating chewing on a lollipop during a game. It's come on. I've seen Jazz like do stupid bullshit, like like trying to like falling asleep in the infield in that Blue Jays embarrassing series, um, in the ALDS last year. It's nothing new with this guy. It's oh, he's got aura. Oh, he did well last year. I care about this year. And what I see this year is a guy striking out 28% of the time, a guy that has been very careless at times and is hitting 226 with an OPS barely over 700. This is unacceptable. This is this is a pathetic look for the Yankees. If George Steinbrenner were alive,
Oh
he'd
my
be released
god.
tomorrow.
Oh my
He'd be
god.
released after the game.
Jimmy, do you know what would happen to him if he was still alive? Jazz would be sent to the abyss. He wouldn't be seen for the next 5 months. He would have been dumped into the garbage and never seen ever again. Like, that's where we've gone. We've gone from George Steinbrenner, who would hold you accountable, to Hal Steinbrenner, his son of all people, and Aaron Boone sitting over there not giving a rip what's going on. He's just pocketing money, so he doesn't really care. I mean, it's ridiculous. He just cares about the money, doesn't even care about winning. It is foolish, ridiculous. And Jimmy, I love the point that you brought up. They said, oh, he did good last year, Jazz. I brought this up yesterday, actually. Is That's how you can spot a fake fan from a mile away if they bring up his numbers or someone else's numbers that isn't that good, because you have to watch the whole season to understand Jazz Chisholm. Okay, he had good. You can look at the end of the year and be like, he had great numbers. He was great. But no, in big spots, in the bright lights in October, he was not good. He struck out a lot, and he's going to get a hold of home runs. That's what he's going for all the time. So if he hits 30 home runs and he gets 30 stolen bases, that's what he's going to do. That doesn't mean that he's a great player just because the numbers at the end of the year indicate that. You can't just look at that. You have to watch game by game, day by day, what he's doing, and it's unacceptable what he's doing and his approach. It really is. I want to move off from him because I'm gonna keep going in circles and getting myself
Yeah,
more
I
angry.
my closing comment
Yeah,
is
go ahead, Jimmy.
if the Yankees had any balls and actually took accountability, this guy would be out of my lineup for the next 2 days. Sit him out the rest of the series, but there's no accountability. There's no accountability with that. They don't care. They don't care at all. They don't care about their fans. They don't do what's in the best interest for the fans. It's the whole lollipop thing with Jazz tonight was not a good look. Not a good look, especially when you were losing. Like you said, what if he had to make a diving play? What is he going to choke on the thing, on the lollipop? I mean, what is he not going to do that because I can't dive because I'm hungry for
Sucking
a
on it.
stupid lollipop. It's just stupid. That was a stupid thing by Jazz, and he should be ashamed of himself. Shame on him, and shame on the Yankees for never taking accountability.
Yep,
That's what that's what it's been like since Aaron Boone's been the manager. At least Joe Girardi took accountability, and he was a
that's
mean
right.
guy. The Yankees just wanted a yes man as their manager.
Yep,
They wanted a yes man.
and a puppet.
The geeks upstairs, the analytic geeks, would say, "Oh, go with Nestor." Okay, Boone's like, okay. Boone doesn't. Boone goes with the analytics, not what's in front of him. Oh, I like Nestor because I think he can get more lefties out than Tim Hill could. That makes no fucking sense, Boone. That's what that's what the that's what the analytics are telling him, and the geeks upstairs are telling him. Shame on them. I am so aggravated with Jazz. I've been disappointed with him this year. This is a guy I loved as a Yankee. I've loved him, but what he's doing, guy's losing a lot of money. There's going to be teams hesitant to give him a
Yep,
multi-year deal.
like Framber because of his
Yeah,
attitude.
it's not a good look.
And I
And
know you
it's
love jazz, Jimmy. I know you do. So I know it when I say that it's a little crazy. And I was
no,
probably
I do love
overreacting, but I
Jazz.
mean, listen, Jimmy, I think you understand where I was coming from overreacting a bit
No, no,
because,
no. I
you
know,
know,
and that's and listen, we do the same shit with Volpe, so we rip him apart. We shred him apart. You just did that with Jazz, and I've done this stuff with Jazz in a much like calmer tone, but it's not a good look at all. It's foolish. It's careless. It's pathetic. It's embarrassing. I was like, it's just no. This is not good, and there won't be accountability, and the Yankees beat won't ask about him. You'll they will not ask, oh, did you have a conversation with Jazz regarding, the lollipop and the thing in his mouth or blow pop, whatever it is. I don't care. It's the same thing. I don't understand how he was allowed with a lollipop on the field, considering your team was losing. If it's 55-1, I still wouldn't like it. Did you do that shit when you're in the dugout? If you want to get some, what's it called? What are those things? The seeds?
oh, sunflower seeds.
Sunflower seeds. If you want to eat sunflower seeds or chew on gum, do that shit in the dugout. or if you want to have like a banana
Yeah, you don't
or a
see Gerrit Cole
lollipop,
running out on the mound pitching with a banana in his mouth.
right? You do that shit in the dugout. That's called common sense, and that's called being a mature person. Well, Jazz is not. Jazz has made some eye-opening comments this year. He's been lazy this year. And can the Yankees have that in October? No, they can't. So either he needs to step up or the Yankees need to part ways with him via trade. I'm sorry. That's how I feel. And I like Jazz a lot. I've liked Jazz for years. I was jumping up and down when they got him in a trade. Think Jeff Passan broke the news that the Yankees were trading for Jazz Chisholm Jr. But I'm at the point now where the Yankees shouldn't even offer him the qualifying offer. No contract. Just let him go because he's becoming a distraction and he's becoming lazier. And I don't want that on the team. If you're going to be lazy and just play pathetic baseball and take pathetic at bats, we're gonna boo the shit out of you. We're Yankees fans. We're starving for a World Series. It's been since 2009 since the last time the Yankees have won at all. We can't have guys with lollipops in their mouth and just being lazy. If you're lazy, get the fuck off the team. Trade them. Enough with this shit. Terrible look. On to the next one.
Yep. On
But
to next.
there's gonna be no accountability. There's gonna be instead you're gonna have all these uppy Yankees reporters. Shouldn't call them out like that. They'll say like, "Oh, what's going on with Stanton? Is he running yet? Oh, do you think? Do you think you should be concerned about this Yankees offense? Have you seen what Carlos Rodon this year?" But they won't ask like the hard hitting questions. It's their fucking job to ask hard hitting questions to the manager or the person in charge of the team. Not softball questions. I'm not firing with some great questions. Get these coaches and executives mad because I'm fed up. I'm fed up with New York sports. I've been fed up. We're lucky that the Giants got John Harbaugh, and you're lucky that the Yankees are still in first place in a disgraceful and terrible AL. It's there's going to be no Jazz will be back in the lineup tomorrow, and he'll strike out 900 times because that's all he does. His approach at the plate is terrible. He's lazy. He's just a lazy player. And you know what's crazy? You think Aaron Judge would have the balls to say something to Jazz after that ridiculously
I
embarrassing
hope
thing?
so. I hope they
But
ask if they
he's
said anything.
but
If he
he's
said
not
anything.
like I'm sorry. Like this is nothing against Aaron Judge. Love the guy. Jeter was the better captain. Jeter spoke to guys and said, "Oh, you can't do that." Judge is a great. What's the word? He's the
Leader.
teddy bear. He's the teddy bear in the clubhouse. They love him. He's great. He's an all-time great. He's a three-time MVP. Judge is focused on himself. He's not focused on. I don't think he's focused on what Jazz is doing, or if anybody's making like a stupid bullshit mistake. That's just my opinion. It would be nice if somebody would call Jazz into the office tomorrow and say, "We're benching you the rest of this series. We can't have your laziness and your stupid self chewing on a lollipop during a game. And all games matter. It's just, that was a terrible look tonight.
And listen,
Terrible.
Jimmy, listen.
There
My
is nothing, there's going to be no accountability. They don't give a shit.
They don't. They really
It's,
don't,
it's,
Jimmy.
it's, it's awful. And you could see why that's why the Yankees don't win shit. Because there's no accountability. And you got the problem. We shouldn't listen. The whole Jazz thing is it's embarrassing, but there's too many embarrassing guys on this team. Austin Wells, Anthony Volpe. It's like Dumb and Dumber. I don't know who's who.
Dumb, and dumber.
Camilo Doval is an absolute joke. Jake Bird's a joke. The Yankees have three long relievers on their team. Yuri De Los Santos was called up from AAA today. And they got Blackburn and Yarborough.
Jimmy.
Why is there so much dead weight on this team? The Yankees have a ridiculously high payroll, and there's dead weight on the team. Why?
I don't know. Listen, Jimmy.
Why?
Can I make one closing comment on the Jazz thing? Can I just
Yeah, I
tie
feel
one
like
thing up?
this. I just feel like this has been. It's just.
Yeah, and
Well, what are we
it's
doing here?
this
I'm
is what
thinking
I
to
want to
myself.
say is it's not even so much about the team playing bad or going cold because it's gonna happen. We knew it wasn't sustainable. They're like playing insanely hot.
Yeah,
It's never sustainable for any team. And is the swoon here? Is it gonna approach us before the All-Star break? Who knows? But
I hope not.
what's got me mad is Jazz. This is for the topic of the night. Jazz really got me mad, and it goes with the title. Jazz needs to go because I speak with that tone, and I because I want to make a point to you guys. I want you guys to feel the point that I'm making, and I want the audience to feel how I'm feeling, so you can understand and actually grasp what I am feeling when I'm talking and how much love I have for this team and passion I have for this team and talking about this team and discussing it on a nightly basis. I actually went into this season and before I actually loved when Jazz was traded to the Yankees. I loved it.
So did I. I
Right,
said I was
Jimmy?
jumping up and down.
I
I
loved
was
it.
at work and I saw my phone blow up,
Yep, I
and it
loved
was
it.
Jasmine. Yeah, because of the swagger. He's electric on the base paths and a lot of base hits. Well, I haven't seen a lot of base hits.
Yep.
I've seen a lot of, yeah, if 50-50, yeah, 50 strikeouts and 50 groundouts. Yeah, 500 groundouts, 500
Yeah.
strikeouts.
That's what I
That's what
wanted to
I've
bring
seen
up
from
on my
him.
last statement is I went into this season, Jimmy, trying to tell my dad that he was good because my dad would say, "No, we don't need Jazz. Jazz needs to go in the winter." My dad was actually saying that from the start of the winter. And I said, "No, Dad." I went into the season telling my dad he was good and he was fine at second base. We had a lock at second base. He was going to be good. At the start of this year, I was saying that. And I was fine with Jazz. I was happy with Jazz. Then he makes these comments about 50-50. And like you said, he's made some snarky comments this season. And it's
Yeah, like
pushed
after
me.
that Rays game.
Yep. And this lollipop thing has pushed me to the edge. It's totally flipped me the other way around on how I look at Jazz. It's ridiculous. Go ahead, Jimmy. I'm going to be right back. All right.
All right, okay. All right, so he just
What?
all right. So what do you want me to do? You know what? I guess I'll
If you
provide
have
the.
any other closing comments on him, but if not, My next
No, I'm
topic is I want to get into Volpe and Cabby playing shortstop. Go ahead.
wait. Can I do the Yankees injury report before you come
Yeah,
back?
go ahead. No problem.
All right. All right. We're gonna do the Yankees injury report presented by no, not presented by anything. But Meredith Marakovitz was on the Yes Network pregame show today. During the clubhouse report, she talked about injury updates to Stanton, Grisham, and Fried. So, as you all know, Stanton had a setback in his rehab. He was set to return last Tuesday. Didn't happen. She mentioned that Boone is hopeful that Stanton will ramp up activities again this week, and he may travel with the team to Boston during their series against the Red Sox this weekend. He's not going to be activated this series. I think he's going to be back. I mean, this is my opinion. What I'm about to say, because Meredith Marakovitz said he's not going to be activated during the Boston series, but my opinion is you won't see him until after the All Star break. And then Grisham has been out for 11 days. Um, he's doing he's actually ahead of schedule, they said on the broadcast, and he's expected to ramp up his own baseball activities as well. I would think around the All Star break for Grisham as well. No injury update on Judge. And here's a big one. We're talking about injuries, Lorenzo, and welcome back.
Thank you,
Meredith
Jimmy.
Marakovitz.
I pissed
Meredith
out some of my
Marak
anger.
Meredith Marakovitz today on the Yes Network revealed that Max Fried will be facing hitters soon. It could happen at the end of next week, she said. But I do know that I think Emmanuel Barbari, I don't even know who that is. He was on the Yes Network this weekend or last weekend or whatever, a couple days ago for the Red Series. And he said, he said that Fried could face hitters like this, this week or the end of the month. But Fried's going to need rehab and to ramp back up. But that's the injury updates from Meredith Marakovitz. But you missed the Stanton one, Lorenzo. He's not going to be activated for the Boston series, but
Okay. Is he back to
he's
square one?
uh I don't know. They were, Aaron Boone was very vague about that, but he's going to travel to Boston this weekend. He may travel to Boston this weekend
Okay.
for the series, but he's going to ramp up activities again this week. I think we're about 2 or 3 weeks away from hopefully getting Stanton back. But those are all the injury updates. You know, hopefully, the Yankees can stay afloat and just get back to their winning ways.
Yep. I mean, I hope, Jimmy. But getting on to our next topic, thank you for that injury update, actually. I appreciate that because I did not have that today. But getting into our next is Volpe. Almost got picked off again. He booted a ball that got hit off of Gerrit Cole's foot, and it went by him under his glove. We need the spark back in the infield, Jimmy. Cabby needs to be the everyday shortstop. It's ridiculous to this point that Volpe is going to be the starting shortstop most likely the rest of the way when people come back. Cabby needs to be back in the infield. It's his best position. He's greatest at shortstop. In the outfield, he doesn't have the best reads and stuff. But you know what? It is not Caballero's fault. It's Boone's fault for putting him in a situation to fail. You have to put and I say this all the time, you have to put your players in the best position to succeed. And he's not doing that with Cabby or Volpe right now. Because Volpe's getting bashed on, but it's not his fault because he shouldn't be playing in the first place.
Yeah, pretty much what you said. I mean,
Do you have anything You want to extend on that point or
No,
just
it just feels like we say the same shit every day about this whole Volpe and Cabby stuff. Caballero needs to be your everyday shortstop. Caballero needs to be your everyday shortstop. Caballero needs to be your everyday shortstop. I've said it a million times. Enough with Volpe. I don't care if he's hitting 269 or whatever he's hitting. I think he's hitting 269. Let's see. He's hitting 269. Those stats are misleading. I don't care what he's doing. You can't have Caballero in left field. I want Jones. You know what I this is what I want. I want
let me
Jones in
hear?
center field every day. I want Bellinger in left field. I want Caballero at shortstop. I don't want to see Volpe in this lineup. I can't deal with it anymore. But we have to because that's the golden boy. That's Brian Cashman and Aaron Boone's hero. They they think there's something left in the tank for Volpe. It's 4 years already. He's declined defensively these last 2 years. His bat is not good. It's not a difference at all.
Yeah,
This is who he
it's
is. This is
yep.
who he is. You need to play Spencer Jones every day. You need to have Bellinger in left field every day. You need to have Caballero at shortstop every day.
And
I
I
mean,
don't care
come
what
on.
Volpe's doing right now because at some point, Jimmy, like you said, his numbers are going to come back down to reality, and it's a short
It's
sample size.
right.
If he does this
That's
over the long haul and he's giving us this and a longer sample size, okay, but I still don't care really because his defense has not been good and his overall presence is not good. That just
yeah,
makes him better
he
trade bait.
does. It's just not good. It's not good. I
Yeah, if he
don't.
does better, it makes him better
I
trade
don't
bait.
know. Listen, Caballero can play right field, but that shouldn't be his position. They had this guy playing center field yesterday. That's
It's
come on.
ridiculous.
It's and the Yankees have played so sloppily or the sloppy defensively these last few days. It's got to change. You can't have Volpe in your lineup as much. Not anymore. Enough already. Play the players that you have on your roster at their best positions. Stop playing them out of position. They had Jazz playing third base in October. He's not a third baseman.
When we went to the World Series, it was
It's
ridiculous.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Now, Jimmy, I want to
It's
bring up
ridiculous
something.
that yeah, yeah. Let me finish here
Go,
real
yeah,
quick. I'm
finish. Go
sorry.
ahead. I'm setting it up, but go ahead.
It's ridiculous to me that Volpe is still in this organization. It just is. I give up. He's exhausting. He's tiring. He's a terrible defender. He does nothing that wows me. This guy was your number one prospect. Number one prospect, my ass. He has not looked like a number one prospect. He's looked like a complete bench guy. And they made this guy untouchable for everybody. They
Seager.
passed on Corey Seager for him. Yeah. Marcus Simeon at the time. Trevor Story. Carlos Correa. What the hell is wrong with the Yankee scouts? I, I mean, credit to them, they found Rice and Schlittler. But like, no, this isn't. This Volpe stuff is just it blows my mind. But that's all I got. Play your players. at their best positions of strength. Enough already. Enough. We're moving on to our next topic.
Yep. And Jimmy, what you said, right? And the next topic I want to talk about a little bit of the trade, a little bit, and this actually ties into it, is
The
that's
deadline.
why, yeah, that's maybe why you should not, and this is going to be bold, hug onto Lombard because of what you passed up with Volpe, and you see how that happened. Maybe that could be a reason. Because you saw what happened with Volpe. We thought he was going to be great, and now look at him. We passed up on all these guys that could have been long-term shortstops and great shortstops for the New York Yankees, and we passed up on them for Volpe, and now we still have an issue with shortstop. So we didn't,
It's been a
yeah,
problem since Didi
we didn't
Gregorius.
improve the position at all, not one single bit. And going into the trade with Schoolboy and that stuff, Jimmy, I want to bring up this. Hold on, what the frick, Jimmy?
I hear you.
Why the heck did it just hold on? All right. Are you all right? All right, there it is. I don't know what the heck was going on. It was glitching out. Let me make that bigger. Can you hear me?
Yeah. All right. Read this post.
So we have a source from Pat Ragazzo. Twins front office would like to move Joe Ryan and Ryan Jeffers at the trade deadline to accelerate the rebuild. And I said this yesterday. I said, do the Yankees try and get sneaky and make a trade for a package, a blockbuster for Joe Ryan and Ryan Jeffers? Do they get creative and give up a haul and get both of those guys? You kill two birds with one stone, and then you just need bullpen. You need an arm or two, and then you could fix it internally, and then you're fine. What do you think, Jim?
I just feel like we've been hearing Joe Ryan's name and trade rumors for years now, and he never gets dealt. Almost got dealt to Boston.
I
But
remember that.
this whole Ryan Jeffers thing, here's what I gotta say about that. I'm going to you hear me knocking on wood?
Yeah.
Okay. This feels like it feels inevitable that the Yankees are going to wind up trading for Ryan Jeffers. This is their guy. USA Today's Bob Nightingale reported that the Yankees would like to trade for him. There's this might happen. Joe Ryan is, let's say, he's got a 2.99 ERA this year
Keep
and
talking, Jimmy. I'm
six,
gonna bring up his savant.
okay, and 16 stats. Um, think he's going to, he's got one more year of control after this year. So after this year, so he's a free agent after next year, if there's a season.
Mhm.
I just I would love a Joe Ryan and Ryan Jeffers trade, but did the Yankees want it? I don't know. All
He's
right,
got
there's
some
this
great
is
numbers.
yeah,
Wow.
there's this savant page.
He's really
All
got
right,
some great numbers.
all right. Anything pop out that you want to tell our viewers?
Is look at every year he's gotten better and better. 3.6 in 2024, 2025, 3.42. 2026, he's got a 2.99 in 16 games. He, and I wanted him last year, he's a really good pitcher. He's at age 30, but we would have him for this year and whenever we play the next season, if it's not next year. I mean, look at his pitching run value. Look at all of this. It's great. It really is. His extension, because the ball sneaks up. He throws hard. His extension is great. So the ball sneaks up on you a little quicker than it seems, which is great. And let's look at his splits a little bit. versus left versus righties. It looks good. I mean, against lefties, he gives up the long ball a little bit more against them. But let's see his month to month splits. In April, he wasn't so good. May, he was great, 1.73. In June, he's had a 3.13. But I really like him, Jimmy. I really do. This is someone I've liked, and I wouldn't be mad. Let's see his home and away splits. Home games, he's pitching 2.85. Away is 3.15, so that doesn't scare me because it's not that far apart. So, I mean, he would be a really solid player. You know what I mean, Jimmy? And what other starter would even be an option? Or who else would do you want me to bring up on this baseball savant that you would maybe trade for?
I think we should bring up what Ken. You did bring up what Ken Rosenthal said, right?
Yeah, yes, sir. I talked about it.
Okay.
I want to bring
Um,
this up by Sal, by our comment. Who do they trade for Ryan? For wait, are you talking about Joe Ryan or Ryan Jeffers?
I think he's talking. I mean, Ryan Jeffers isn't costing you. He isn't costing you like your whole farm. Probably going to be like a mid prospect. Um,
Okay,
Joe Ryan's
he
Joe.
says yeah, Joe Ryan. So, do
I
you want to
think
come
Joe
up with the
Ryan.
package?
I don't want to put it out on the record, but
I'm just spitball. This is not. It's gonna be put out, but it doesn't matter. We could be wrong, could be right. I think it would be a combination because I think they would want maybe some MLB ready. I think it would be ERC plus Jones or Dominguez, and then I think you would have to move like a Brandon Beck,
or Bryce Cunningham.
yeah, or Bryce Cunningham, someone up there, maybe a Ben Hess or someone like that, or Chase Hampton. But I think they would want, or maybe you could entice them if you throw in an MLB ready starter and Will Warren, and then you throw in the other or Dominguez, and then you throw in a Cunningham or an ERC, something of that nature. I think would get it done. I honestly do, but or maybe more if they're
I
asking a
think the
high
Twins
price.
could ask for Dax Kilby.
Yeah, they might be asking for a higher price because they want to rebuild. So they're gonna want young guys with control. So honestly, Will Warren would be good. Jones would be good. Shoot, even an Anthony Volpe, even though he doesn't have great value, he had years, and they want to rebuild. So maybe a Volpe, just guys with years they would want, and maybe a guy like Will Warren, I say because he has some experience, and maybe a Jason Dominguez because he has MLB experience and more time than Jones. So yeah, I think that y'all think they need to go after starting pitcher at the deadline or address other issues first. I think that they need to address catcher first, but if if the opportunity comes to light and you can get like a schoolboy or Joe Ryan comes out and you could get him with Ryan Jeffers, I would jump on it.
What about Schoolboy with Dylan Dingler?
I would jump on that in a heartbeat. I would jump on that. Even if it was Schoolboy before catcher, I would jump on that before catcher because Schoolboy is a generational pitcher. And you'll be able to get catcher. You have Ryan Jeffers, Hunter Goodman, Dylan Dingler, Adley Rutschman. You'll be able to get one of those guys. You'll be able to upgrade your catcher.
God
And
willing, but
bullpen, God willing, hopefully they get people, but they can upgrade it internally. What do you think, Jimmy?
yes, I do think they need to go for a starting pitcher. A Logan Webb, a Tarek Skubal, or a Joe Ryan. Those need to be the guys. I don't trust. I want to make this rotation look scary good. You have Schlittler, Cole, and Frade. That's good. That's really good. But if you add in the Schoolboy or Joe Ryan or Logan Webb, that's ridiculous. Um, I do think a starting pitcher is quietly a need for the Yankees. Um, but I think you have to get a catcher. Have to get a catcher. That shit needs to happen. Um, I do think they should address catcher first and then
Really,
go for a
even if
starting
Schoolboy
pitcher.
was, even if you would say catcher first. What if it was coming down to Schoolboy and a short amount of time? Like there was only a quick amount of time, a slot that he was available for because the Dodgers are pursuing him. You would just be fine with going for a catcher and maybe the Dodgers swoop him up before you could even get a
Different
catcher.
story.
All right.
Different story.
Okay.
So that I'll definitely say that. But it's this is going to be a really pivotal deadline for Yankees general manager Brian Cashman. They really gotta get how many guys?
To get a guy.
They gotta get these big four guys healthy. Stanton, Judge, Grish, and Freed. That's what they gotta do. They gotta get these big four healthy.
Yeah.
Because
I
if they
mean,
don't,
yeah.
it's wraps. It's wraps if Aaron Judge misses more time. But I think that's it on the trade stuff. But I think starting pitching is definitely a need. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Continue to upgrade there, and you have a surplus of starting pitchers um that you can deal for a really good bat, really good reliever, a really elite pitcher. That's all I'm gonna say. But
Yeah.
that's all I got on trade stuff.
I agree with that, Jimmy. And Stout says, going back a little bit, backtracking, they will trade Volpe and he will turn Jeter. I said this and I say it in multiple episodes. I don't care if he does it anywhere else, just get him off the Yankees because on the Yankees, he's just not good. Just if you trade someone and they're not good their whole tenure with your team, but you trade them and then they play good somewhere else, that's not your fault. You He was not good for you, and I don't think he is good under the pressure in New York, so no. And Sal says Scooble, Cam, Freed, Cole, and I would go with Rodon. Warren, I don't think has proven that he could
Yeah,
pitch in the bigger game. Yeah,
I think Warren could go in that deal.
yeah, I do think so too. That's a nasty rotation. Yeah, that would be a
Yeah,
great rotation.
absolutely.
That would be imagine Jimmy. Imagine us watching and you being excited for the postseason. Game one, you're watching Schoolboy pitch. Game two, you're watching Cam Schlittler pitch. Game three, you're watching Cole pitch. And if a game four, you're watching Freed and then Rodon piggyback maybe. I mean, does that not get you fired up? I would be
It
so
does.
ecstatic watching that.
It definitely does get me fired up, but we'll see what the Yankees do at this deadline. Sure we'll hear more after the MLB draft is over. So, that's all I got. I do think they need starting pitching. Well, here's what I think is going to be the deadline realistically. Two external bullpen arms, a catcher, getting Judge, Stanton, Freed, and Grisham back by the dead when the deadline's over or a little bit after. And then a surprise move. That's what I think is going to be your deadline realistically. I think Scooble's going to be a Los Angeles Dodgers. So yeah, that's what I think is going to be the deadline. But you can't not explore a Tarek Skubal trade. You have to make a call. Or Logan Webb if he's available, or Joe Ryan. So
Yep. Take us into that's all I got too, Jimmy. So take us into this matchup for tomorrow. And
well, let's bring up Carlos DeGrande
oh,
first.
you want to bring him up? Okay. I forgot you wanted to bring him up.
Yeah, so on Sunday he pitched out of the bullpen, pitched really well. 1 inning pitched, 1 walk, no hits, 2 strikeouts.
Like to hear
So
that.
So I believe this is his fifth bullpen appearance. First bullpen appearance, he pitched 4 innings. The second one was 2 and 2/3. Third one was 3 innings out of the bullpen. Then it was 1 and 2/3 innings pitched, and his fourth time out of the bullpen, and now he's at 1 inning. So the Yankees are just getting him ready for the bullpen. I think he's eventually going to be up probably by early to mid July, and I think a lot of Yankee fans need to be excited because this guy is nasty and he could throw hard. So, but yeah, so that's basically what I got in Carlos Grande. Tomorrow, the Yankees are back in action. Game two of this 3-game set. It's at 6:40 p.m. You can watch on the what channel tomorrow night? The Yes Network. I thought it was Amazon Prime, but I was lying. You can watch the Yankees on the Yes Network tomorrow night. And starting for the Yankees tomorrow, he'll be making his eighth start is Carlos Rodon. He's got 3 wins, 2 losses, has pitched 36 innings, struck out 41 batters, and has a 3.5 ERA. And then the Yankees will be facing against right-hander Casey Mize. He's making his 11th start this year. He's got a 2-4 record in 52 and a third innings pitched. What a 2.58 ERA. In his last 7 games, he's got a 1.98 ERA. And that's your pitching matchup tomorrow. It's going to be Casey Mize versus Carlos Rodon. And hopefully the Yankees offense just tears it up tomorrow because they can't afford to really lose a series or get swept. I think my worst fear is that they're getting swept, but we'll see.
Yep. Hopefully not. They're facing a tough starter tomorrow, a tough starter in School Bowl in Game 3. You got to take advantage. If you win these
Facing
both,
tough pitchers all week.
if you win both of these and take the series, I would be surprised, and that would be a great example for you to come back. But hopefully, the offense could break out of its little funk it's on and attack early against him. They've hit some good starting pitchers this year, so hopefully they could do it again. I want to see Cabby at shortstop tomorrow, not in the outfield. I want to see Jones out in center field. I want to see Bellinger in left. I want to see Dominguez in right. I want to see Ben Rice at first, Goldie DHing. I want to see Volpe at second base. I want to see Cabby at shortstop, McMahon at third, and then I want to see Ali Sanchez. But I know it'll be Austin Wells behind the dish.
Yeah.
But Jimmy, that's all I got. Thank you for the matchup. And do you have anything else before we do our close?
No, just my message to the Yankees is you got to get your shit together. This offense has been unwatchable these last couple of days. Look for Bellinger and Rice to have, be key players tomorrow. I could see one of them having a really good game at the plate and in the field. So hopefully it's a much better result than these last couple of days because it's just been, oof, it's been not a good watch. But I have faith, and that's what we do as diehard fans. We have faith in our team.
Yep. Yes, we do. And Jimmy, I'm making a bold prediction before we sign off. Ryan McMahon's going yard tomorrow. I'm calling it. But
Of
with
course, you would say that, but hey, I like it. That's why
with
we call you bold prediction, Lorenzo.
oh, I like that, Jimmy. But with that being said, I'm your host, Lorenzo Scarabino, with my co-host Jimmy Tom Riddle. We are signing off for the night. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment, and let's go Yankees.